Hi guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another Summoners War video. The Siege season has ended last week and we all got our rewards during the weekend. And I believe I got mine. I already accepted them. I already used some of the points to get all these scrolls after the patch because they're so much cheaper and they're more in quantity. So I am saving up some of my scrolls because I've been summoning for a while, on and off, and my luck has been pretty bad. So I am saving up scrolls. I did start Epic 7 recently, so I am using all that urge to summon in that game. It kind of relieves my urge to summon in Summoners War. So I am doing that. I just started. It is my kind of game. It's like Summoners War, so I think I'll be playing on and off, fully free to play, and see how far I can get in there. I really wanted to make this video where I showcase my defenses and how they did, because this is the first season where I did not make a lot of changes on some of my defenses, so you could actually see their records for 2 seasons and see how they really did. And from that, we'll decide on which defenses I'll change and which defenses I'll keep. If you guys enjoy content like this, it'll be great if you guys can smash that like button and subscribe, because that really helps the channel grow and expose this video to more people out there. It's all for the YouTube algorithm. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Hi guys, before we start the video, if you are interested in any of the account services you see in this video or my past videos, please go to the descriptions below and join my Discord channel. All the information you need is there. Also, if you enjoy my content and want to support me and my channel financially, please join my Patreon, which there is also a link in the descriptions below. By joining, there is a chance you can win a free account improvement in the content you want in Summoners War, and also free to ask for help whenever you are stuck in the game. I try to be more of a direct help to my Patreons, so there is a high chance I will help you with your account. Just remember to be respectful to each other and we can schedule a time that works. That is it, and let's continue with the video. So I am going to let you know that this video was taken after the first siege in the new season, so you are going to see some defense wins, defense losses, but we'll just add that a little extra. But overall, you'll see how my defenses did. So if I go into my defense log, I have exactly 10 defenses, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we'll decide on which one we'll keep and which one we'll remove or change. So if we go to the defense log, so the first one is a Nat 4 tower defense. Is with the Carcano, Iris, Triana. Some background on this defense. Obviously, you guys all should know that Iris goes first, Carcano goes second, and Triana goes last. And the defense record is actually really nice. So if you look at this, it has a 78 win, 42 loss record. One thing to note as additional info is that this defense started losing more as the siege defense went on, because I guess for one thing we go against stronger guilds, and second, it looks like people are figuring out how to deal with these kind of defenses, or it's just that my runes aren't that great. Just for reference, I'll also show the runes because runes are fun to watch. So Iris goes first on Despair Revenge. I did pull a number of upgrades for my Despair runes speed-wise, so this Iris might change. We'll see. And this is the Carcano on Violent Will. I do think I want my Carcano faster. I might bump it up to like the 240 range, so my Carcano also might change. And finally, the Triana. Again, there will be a bump in stats because I think it's too slow. If my Carcano becomes 240, my Triana will be in the 220, 230 range. Probably the 230 to be closer speed tuned. But that is my thought on this defense. I think I'm gonna keep it. Carcano is still very strong in defense. Same with the Iris, same with the Triana. I know that Triana got a guild defense buff. Sorry, a guild lead buff. So if you look at it right now, yeah, 33 more defense. But I don't think I'll go with that. Speed is still the way to go, especially if you're using an Iris. So yeah, I think I will continue using this defense. Now the second defense is the Zenobia Clara and Shina defense. Again, another fast defense, another Nat 4 tower defense. This defense actually did relatively better throughout the season. Like, it got a lot of wins and sometimes it lost. There was no point in time where it was only losing. So let's take a look at the defense record. you can see that it has a 68 win, 35 loss record. And I think that's really nice. So for reference again, Clara goes first, China goes second, and Zenobia goes last. Clara is just Swift Will, China is Violent Will but a tanky build, and finally Zenobia is a damage build but it's a little low on crit rate, which I think I might need to change. But let's take a look at the runes. So my Clara goes first on 301 speed, a little slow, but that's why I gave it Will. I could make it faster, but I think I like the Will, so I'll keep it at that. The accuracy is high, the crit rate is high because of this slot for crit rate rune. Overall, it's a pretty good Clara in my opinion in G1. China on Violent Will on 251 speed. I do want it to make it like 270 speed, but that would really push me to use my best runes on the China, so I have to debate on that, so we'll see how that goes. And then finally the Zenobia that's on Violent Will. If the China goes to the 270 range, she will need to be bumped to like 250, but I don't know if I'll have the runes for that, and I might just make it around like 240. But you can see that the crit rate is a little low, and if I do decide to go with this kind of upgrade, I'll have to prioritize this defense over this defense right here. We'll just see how it goes, but overall I am not thinking of switching these two defenses. They're doing really well, they're fast defense, and I don't think I have to change them right now because the defense record is so good. Again, 78-42 and 68-35. This was a surprise. My Carcano Vigor Triana actually didn't do well. It didn't get put up a lot in the first place, but when it did, it didn't gain wins. And I'll show you the record right now. This was the first defense that I created just for this season because I got my second Carcano this season. But you can see it has a 0-3 record. So yes, I am going to switch this defense, but let's take a look at the runes before we go into details on why. So if you look at this, the Vigor goes first in this defense. You'll see that it has a 239 speed, and I think that's a little slow. I think if you want to make this defense more effective, the Vigor should be at least 240. I'm sorry, at least 250. But I do not have that, so maybe that's probably one of the reasons why it didn't win. Secondly, the Carcano goes next, but it's on a Violent Revenge build. Another reason why that might not be winning if they move first, which they probably will easily move first because my Vigor is so slow and he's not able to put up that crit resist buff or anything like that. So pretty easy to target the Carcano here, being so slow and without Will. And finally Triana, that's also not on Will and not on the crit damage build. Again, I did not have the runes, and finally we could see that she's not fully scaled up. So these are the reasons probably why that this defense isn't doing that well. But overall, I think that this defense lacks strip, and I personally have a harder time going into Carcano defenses that have the Escher. So I might actually switch out this defense and make only one change, which is take out the Vigor and put in the Escher on the violent build, pretty fast one, and see how that goes. I also might put the Carcano on Will because I just think it's safer. But sometimes I get surprised with Carcanos that are on revenge builds because they do so much damage. So let's see what I'll do. You guys will know when I make that change. Triana, again, probably better on Will and on crit damage build. But at this point, if I give all the best runes on the first two defenses, if I make upgrades there, I don't know if I'll have runes to upgrade here. But we'll see. This defense will be changed, and most likely it'll just be the Vigor change to the Escher. So the next one is more Savannah Hockey. And record rise right now is doing pretty well, but that's just the first siege. But if you look at the overall record, it has a 1420 record. And to be honest, I think that I'm going to keep this defense, and I'll show you guys why. The reason why I think this defense wasn't doing so well is because the Cocky build, and the Cocky is actually on a Fatal build. The reason that I did this was because I kind of tested out a Cocky offense for Arena, so I had to give him like a Fatal build with as much attack as I could get, and this is the result of it. And to be honest, it didn't even perform that well. I saw Shishizo making a Cocky offense, using a Cocky offense, and I saw the stats, and I'm nowhere getting that stat to be that effective in Arena. So I think I will actually not use Cocky in Arena, or if I do, I'll probably try to build another Cocky for that and use this specifically on a siege defense. So I will make a change on this build itself. It will be back to a violent build because it is going to be much more effective. But overall, I am going to keep this defense. I like it. I'll show you guys the stats. So the first one that's moving is the Moor that's on Despair Energy or Despair Broken on 272 speed, 100 accuracy. Still pretty not reliable with his strip after his nerf, but I hope he uses skill 2 and gets the strip. That's what I'm gonna hope for. And then the Savannah that's on Violent Will, and I think I'm gonna keep her in this build or make some upgrades if I can, but again, not a priority, but she does well on this build, so I'm gonna keep it like that. A little low on the accuracy though, so that's my one downside. And then finally the Kaki will be changed, but I will be keeping this defense. Now the next one is the Sierra, Iris, and Rauk defense, and I have to say I am going to change this, and I'll probably bring it back with another Orion because I have 2 Orions. We'll see, because the Orion got buffed. But if you look at the defense record overall, it did a 1321 record. Not bad, but not that great either. Let's take a look at the runes. You guys probably already know the turn order is Rauk going first, Iris going second, and then the Sierra going last. Give me your thought what you guys think, if I should keep this defense or not. I did get a number of upgrades with the speed runes for Despair, so this Iris could get faster and probably tankier at the same time. But this is my Iris. I also need to fully skill her up because she's not fully skilled up. Rauk's going first on a Swift Blade build and not that fast, to be honest. So let's see if I can make an upgrade here. I probably can't because I did not get like a too fast of an upgrade on Swift or any other runes. So this is probably the best I could do for now. Yeah, so that's a downside there. We got skill 1 accuracy for the defense break there because we do have 0% accuracy. And finally the Sierra, which is ruined pretty well, to be honest, on Violent Will. I focused more on the attack so that they would actually just, wipe a unit out of the field when everybody takes a turn. Yeah, but if I do make a change, it'll be Sierra with probably like Orion, Perna with their buffs. Maybe they'll do better. Let me know. I will take some, comments from you guys. What you guys think about the Sierra, Rauk, Iris defense, and I'll go from there. But it is a candidate for me to change. The next one is the Kamun Orion Yen. Now this is a very OG defense. I actually just put it up because I had the runes, and sometimes it works because it is a speed defense. But we'll look at the defense record. It got an 8.6, so it's a positive record. So that's actually not that bad. So I might keep it, or I might just switch out the Yen and to a Miho. But I know that Mihos are, are kind of nerfed with all those Kakis or Bombers and Skogul. So I'm debating if I should bring back the Miho. Maybe, do you guys think Miho will be better than the Yen, the inbuilt violent proc, compared to the somewhat conditional death prevention for Miho? I don't know. Again, tell me what you guys think, and if you guys think I should switch out the Yen for a Miho. But you'll see that I'll show you guys the runes for this. Here you guys know that the Orion goes first, and it doesn't have an artifact, but it's on 298 speed, not that fast, but this is whatever I had left. And then the Kamun, actually I think Yen's going next. Yeah, Yen's going next on Violent Will on 240 speed, really fast and really tanky, really efficient stats. And finally the Kamun on Violent Destroy on a crit damage build. Well, let me know what you guys think. I'll decide it based on that. But right now it's a keeper, only with the Yen changed, I think. I'll probably change it to Miho if I do. We'll see. The next defense is a Monkey King, Jingzei, Juno, and Chandra defense, and I actually like this defense. I'm gonna keep it. The defense isn't that great. It's 1014, but I think these units are one of my best rune units other than the Chandra. And yeah, if I do decide to make a change in this defense, it'll just be the Chandra, but I will show you guys the runes. I think here the Juno goes first, and it's my arena defense Juno, so it is less effective, probably why it's losing, because it's not turn cycling, it's not taking a lot of turns. But this is the Juno on Despair Nemesis on 263 speed. You see the crit rate is super low, so probably that's the reason why it's losing. I think next is the Wind Monkey on actually it might be the Chandra. No, it's the Wind Monkey. So the Wind Monkey on 201 speed on Violent Destroy. A lot of HP, a lot of attack, a lot of defense. I built him this way to use him in arena defense, but my arena defense right now is working so well. There's no reason for me to start using the Wind Monkey. So currently he's just stuck in siege defense. And finally the Chandra on Violent Revenge, with over 50k HP, some defense, some attack, and 190 speed. Yeah. I do like skill ups. Again, another reason I might be losing. So if I do switch out this defense or make a change in this defense, it'll probably be on the Chandra. But 10-14 still is not that bad. Overall, it's not that bad. Okay, we have 3 left. Now this is the one defense that surprised me. And it is the Nigong, Celia, and what the heck is this guy's name? I forgot, but I'm gonna show you guys the record. 38-14. So this defense was only put up this season, and it's working actually really, really well. I'm really surprised. I'm really happy with this defense. So I have no intention of switching out this defense. If I do, it'll probably be I forgot that guy's name. The Fuki. It'll probably be the Fuki, because Fuki's the only Muchos did get nerfed in the past patch. But thinking about it, it still worked pretty well. So overall, I think I'm not going to change this defense out because it worked so well. Let's look at the runes. So Celia goes first. Celia's on Violent Will build on 267 speed with 93% accuracy. So it's accuracy slot 6, I believe, yes. So it's pretty tanky, it's fast for a Violent set, I guess. But seeing this base speed, and if I give her better runes, I know that I could get her faster. But we'll see if I'll do that, because I already said that I'll be trying to make other defenses faster, and there's only a limit. There's only a handful I can make those upgrades. And then the next is probably the Fuki. Yep, on 215 speed. So 40k HP, some attack, some defense, and I try to get as much resistance as I can. He's also not fully skilled up, so that's the downside there. And he's not really on like a revenge build or a will build, and he's on an endure build, which is probably another downfall. Finally, the Nigong, one of my best rune units because of the arena defense side. He's on Violence Nemesis, 195 speed on 55k HP with a good amount of defense and 100 resistance. So yeah, I have no intention of switching that defense out, and I'm very happy with the results. Now we're here. Now we're in the Praha Kumar Retest, and the defense record here is 612. 612 actually is not that bad, but I do think I am going to switch this out. Let's take a look at the runes. So the one downside here is that Praha is on Despair and is not fully skilled. So it's Despair Blade and it's super duper slow, and you see it has no skill ups actually. So this is the reason why it's probably losing, if it is losing. But it's going first. It's going first on 204 speed, okay guys? And then I'm pretty sure it's the Retest on 192 speed, Violent Endure. And then finally the Kumar on 189 speed, 189. So he's going last on Violent Revenge. And this is really, at this point, I'm sucking all of my Violent runes and just sticking on them and trying to get some kind of defense going. So I'll have to probably give it more thought, because 612 seems okay, but not as good at the same time. Finally, this defense right here, this Tessarion, Lulu, and Tyranus. I do feel the Lulu Durf from last balance patch, not the recent one, but the one before that, because the record here is 310. So I am going to change this out. It's just not good enough. But you'll also know why, because the runes are pretty bad. Again, these bottom defenses have my worst runes compared to the ones that are on the top. So if you look at the runes right here, the Lulu is probably going first to cleanse, and it's on 205 speed, not even fast, really slow actually. So that's that. And then it's probably the Tessarion going second, 205 speed. Oh shoot, my Tessarion is actually going first. Maybe I changed the runes. Maybe I upgraded the runes somewhere when I was upgrading the RTA runes. So there's some speed discrepancy there. But you can see it's really slow, and it doesn't have high crit rate. doesn't have a lot of HP, not a lot of attacks, so it's really a mediocre Tessarion, to be honest, and it's not fully skilled up. And finally, the Tyranus, again, my leftover runes on Violent Will, has 20k HP, some defense, and it's really slow on 196 speed. And yeah, because of that reason, I think this defense is not working well, and I'm gonna switch it out. But if you guys stayed until the end of this video, you guys probably noticed that the ones that have bad win rates, most of them is because either they're slow, and well, they overall have a less efficient rune, so let's just keep that in mind. But they're slow, and second, they're not fully skilled up. There's at least one person not fully skilled up, or there's 2 units that are not fully skilled up. So there are flaws in those defenses, and it is portrayed in their defense record. But yeah, overall, I'm gonna keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenses, and I'll probably make some changes on the other 5. But I hope you guys had a great time last season. I hope you guys improved your siege defenses. I hope you guys have at least one defense that are getting records like this, because that's what makes you feel like you're actually contributing to your guild in siege. But I don't know if anybody cares, but I love to see that my record, I love to see the message that pops up saying like, oh, they can't penetrate my defense, right? It's all like 5 defenses in a row, 7, 10. I love to see that, and these are the defenses that actually give me those messages. So I have 3 that have a very good record, and I'm just looking to improve more, and I hope you guys are learning or getting motivation out of this video to do this with your account as well. But that was it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If there's anything else you guys would like to see in Summoners War, please put a comment below. Please smash that like button, and finally subscribe to support the channel and help with the YouTube algorithm. That was it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.